Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about percents, more specifically percents of numbers, word problems, using proportions. To get us started, let's quickly go over what a percent is. A percent is a ratio or rate that compares a number to 100. The word percent means per 100, and we use the symbol as shown to show a percent. So because a percent is a ratio, out of 100, we're comparing a part to a whole, where the whole is out of 100 because percents are out of 100. And the part is going to be a percentage. And then we're going to use this proportion to help us solve for percents of numbers, or we'll know the value that the percent is and we want to find the whole. But in this case, we're finding percents of numbers. So that means that we're going to find an equivalent ratio where the denominator is the total, and we're going to find out what the percent of a value is. And so let's go ahead and use an example to show you what I mean. So a store is having a sale. A $50 pair of shoes is 20% off. How much money is the discount? So to get us started, we are finding the discount, which means we need to find 20% of 50. So we're going to use our proportion here to help us solve for 20% of 50. Well, to start us off, we know that the percentage is 20. So we're going to replace the word percent with 20. And now we have 20 out of 100, which is perfect because percents are out of 100. And 20 over 100 represents 20%. We know that the total cost of the shoes before the discount is $50, so we're going to replace this denominator with 50 because that's the total cost of the shoes. That is 100% the cost of the shoes, and we're going to use this information to find the discount we're going to get on these shoes. So now we have our proportions set up, and all that's left is for us to solve and figure out what 20% of 50 is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use cross multiplication. We're going to do 20 times 50. And 20 times 50 is equal to 1,000. Then we're going to use our last value here that we have not used yet, which is 100, and take the 1,000 and divide that by 100. And that is equal to 10. So that means that the discount is $10. Here we have another example that says a town has 250 houses and 18% have swimming pools. How many houses have pools? So we want to figure out how many houses have swimming pools, which means we need to find 18% of 150. So here we have our proportion that's going to help us solve for this. And we know that 18% have swimming pools, so we're going to replace this percent with 18. And now we have 18 over 100, which is perfect because percents are out of 100. Then we know that the town has 250 houses, so that's the total number of houses. So that's going to be our new denominator because that's the total. 100% of the houses means that there are 250 houses. However, only 18% of those houses have swimming pools, so let's go ahead and solve for that. So in order to do that, we're going to cross multiply. And 18 times 250 is equal to 4,500. Then we're going to take the last value we have not used, which is 100, and then we're going to take 4,500 and divide that by 100, which is equal to 45. So this means that there are 45 houses that have pools.